From the moment Daisy Christina steps into the frame, something shifts. It's not just the glow of studio lighting or the sharpness of a perfectly chosen outfit. It's something deeper, something unspoken but powerful. It's the energy of a woman who has learned how to stand tall in a world that often tries to shrink people down. It's the confidence of someone who has turned her uniqueness into her signature. And it's the story of a model who didn't wait for permission to be seen. She demanded her space, and the world started watching. Before we dive deep into Daisy Christina's inspiring journey, take a moment to support Sweet Model's World by subscribing to the channel. If you love model biographies, fashion journeys, and stories of confidence and transformation, then you're in the right place. Subscribe now because we bring you the real stories behind the faces you see online, stories that motivate, inspire, and remind you that greatness is built, not given. Now, let's step into the world of Daisy Christina. Daisy Christina is widely recognized as one of the standout names in the Instagram fashion influencer space. She's not just admired for her style, her beauty, or her striking appearance. She's admired for what she represents. In a digital era where fashion trends change every week and social media fame can disappear overnight, Daisy has managed to build something stronger than a trend. She has built a brand, a voice, and a presence that people genuinely connect with. Born in the Netherlands, Daisy grew up with a mix of cultures and influences that shaped her identity from an early age. Her background gave her unique beauty and a naturally distinctive look that would later become one of her strongest advantages in the modeling industry. But like many successful women, her journey didn't begin with fame. It began with ordinary days, private struggles, and the silent pressure of figuring out who she truly was. As a young girl, Daisy was not the type to blend into the background. Even before she understood what modeling meant, she had a natural connection to creativity, beauty, and expression. There are people who wear clothes, and then there are people who bring life to them. Daisy belonged to the second group. She had a presence that couldn't be ignored, an aura that made people look twice. But talent alone is never enough. The fashion industry has always been complicated. It's a world filled with opportunity, but also filled with judgment. A world where people are constantly measured, compared, and evaluated. For many, this environment becomes intimidating, even crushing. For Daisy, it became fuel. Her rise didn't happen overnight. It was built through persistence, patience, and an unshakable belief that she deserved a place in the industry. Like many models, Daisy had to face rejection. She had to deal with moments where the doors didn't open. She had to deal with people who looked at her and tried to place her into a box, telling her what she could or couldn't be. But Daisy Christina wasn't interested in fitting into a box. She was interested in building her own lane. At a time when fashion was still dominated by narrow standards, Daisy became part of a powerful shift, one that pushed the industry toward more diversity, more inclusivity, and more realism. She represented something fresh, a modern woman who embraced her curves, her individuality, and her confidence without apology. As she started pursuing modeling professionally, Daisy quickly discovered that the key to survival wasn't just beauty. It was mindset. It was discipline. It was knowing how to walk into a room with your head high, even if you weren't sure what the outcome would be. She understood something that many people learn too late. The world will always have opinions, but your life becomes powerful when you stop living for approval. And that mindset became the foundation of her journey. When Daisy began building her presence online, Instagram became more than just an app for her. It became her stage, a platform where she could showcase her style, her body confidence, and her fashion creativity without waiting for traditional gatekeepers to validate her. Every photo she posted carried a message, not always spoken, but always visible. A message that said, "I am here. I am confident. I am beautiful. And I am not asking for permission." That kind of confidence is contagious. Her audience started growing, not just because people admired her appearance, but because people admired her energy. Her followers didn't just see another model in glamorous outfits. They saw a woman who looked comfortable in her skin. A woman who represented confidence in a world full of insecurity. And slowly, her influence began to expand. Soon, Daisy Christina wasn't just modeling for her own audience. Brands began to notice her. Companies began reaching out. Fashion labels that understood the power of body positivity and modern representation saw Daisy as a perfect face for their campaigns. She became known for her ability to bring outfits to life in a way that felt effortless. Whether she was wearing streetwear, luxury-inspired fashion, curve-enhancing dresses, or casual lifestyle looks, Daisy had a way of making fashion feel personal. She wasn't simply selling clothing. She was selling confidence. And that is what made her so valuable. Because in today's world, fashion is no longer just about what you wear. It's about how you wear it. It's about the story you tell when you step into a room. It's about the energy you carry. It's about attitude. Daisy Christina mastered that art. Her modeling work began to expand into collaborations with major online fashion brands, and her influence continued to rise. She became one of those models who could instantly turn a simple outfit into a trending moment. She could wear something basic, yet make it look like a statement piece. She could stand in front of a plain wall, yet still create an image that felt cinematic. But behind every glamorous photo is a reality most people don't see. Behind the camera, Daisy had to maintain consistency. She had to stay disciplined with her work ethic. She had to plan shoots, coordinate styling, work with photographers, and manage the pressure of maintaining an online presence that never sleeps. Social media may look easy from the outside, but the truth is that influence is a job. It demands constant creativity, constant effort, and constant growth. And Daisy proved she had the mindset for it. She wasn't just posting pictures. She was building a career. And the more she grew, the more she became a symbol for women who felt overlooked by the industry. For women who didn't match traditional modeling standards. For women who had been told, directly or indirectly, that their bodies weren't fashion bodies. Daisy became living proof that the world was changing. Her confidence wasn't loud, but it was undeniable. It wasn't forced, but it was powerful. And the most inspiring part is that her story reflects something bigger than fashion. It reflects personal transformation. Because Daisy Christina's journey is really about becoming confident, becoming fearless, becoming the version of yourself that doesn't need external validation. She didn't just grow as a model. She grew as a woman. She grew as a brand. She grew as an icon for body confidence and modern beauty. And that's why her audience kept growing. One of the most fascinating things about Daisy is how she blends glamour with authenticity. She understands the art of being polished, but she also understands the importance of being real. She knows that in a world of filters, people still crave truth. She represents a kind of modern femininity that is both bold and graceful, and she knows how to own it. Her photos often reflect elegance, confidence, and high fashion energy. Yet there's also warmth in her presence. A sense that she isn't trying to be unreachable. She isn't trying to act like she's above everyone else. Instead, she carries herself like someone who has learned to love herself, and she encourages others to do the same. That is the kind of influence that lasts. Because trends fade, but inspiration stays. As her career progressed, Daisy expanded her creative expression beyond modeling alone. She became known not just for fashion, but also for movement, performance, and artistic energy. Her passion for dance and expressive art forms became another layer of her identity. This is important because it shows something powerful. Daisy isn't just a model who poses. She's an artist. She understands how to communicate through her body language, through her posture, through her expression. She knows how to create emotion in an image. And that ability separates ordinary influencers from true stars. Many people can take a picture, but not everyone can tell a story through a picture. Daisy can. And this is why her content feels cinematic. Even in still photos, there's movement. There's emotion. There's energy. There's life. That's not accidental. That's talent. As her recognition increased, Daisy's name began circulating more widely in online modeling communities. She became part of conversations about modern beauty and curve representation. Her followers saw her as more than just a pretty face. They saw her as a woman breaking boundaries. And perhaps the most inspiring part of her story is that she never had to change who she was to win. She didn't shrink herself. She didn't hide her curves. She didn't try to copy someone else's style. She embraced her own identity, and she let the world adjust. That's what confidence looks like. And that's the lesson her story teaches. In life, there are two types of people: those who spend their time trying to fit in, and those who build their own space. Daisy Christina built her own space. And because she did, she opened doors for others. In the world of Instagram fashion influencers, competition is everywhere. Every day, thousands of models post content. Thousands of influencers fight for attention. And yet Daisy managed to stand out, not through desperation, but through authenticity. She didn't chase attention. She attracted it. She didn't force her presence. She owned it naturally. And that's why she became one of the most recognized names in her niche. Her style is often described as confident, bold, and curve-celebrating. She knows how to choose outfits that highlight her shape, but she also knows how to balance fashion with elegance. She can look fierce in a bodycon dress, stunning in casual wear, and powerful in glamorous photo shoots. She understands fashion like a language, and she speaks it fluently, but her influence goes deeper than style. Daisy Christina represents something many people struggle with: self-acceptance. In a world that constantly pushes unrealistic beauty standards, Daisy reminds people that confidence is not about having a perfect body. Confidence is about accepting the body you have and loving it enough to walk proudly. That is what makes her story motivational. Because many people spend years battling insecurity, comparing themselves to others, and feeling like they're not enough. Daisy's journey sends a clear message: you are enough. You don't need to become someone else to be valuable. You don't need to look like everyone else to be beautiful. Your uniqueness is your power. And Daisy Christina is living proof. Her success didn't come because she was trying to meet society's expectations. Her success came because she refused to be limited by them. That kind of courage is rare. It takes strength to stand in front of the world and say, "This is me." And it takes even more strength to keep going when critics appear. Because when you rise, people talk. When you succeed, people judge. When you shine, people stare. But Daisy continued rising anyway. She stayed focused. She stayed consistent. And she stayed true. Over time, her platform continued to grow. Her influence expanded. Her collaborations increased. And her name became recognized among fans of fashion modeling, curve modeling, and Instagram lifestyle content. But even with all the fame and attention, Daisy's greatest achievement may not be her follower count or her brand deals. Her greatest achievement is the confidence she represents. Because confidence is not something you're born with. Confidence is something you build. It's built through pain. It's built through failure. It's built through moments when you wanted to quit but didn't. And Daisy's story reflects that kind of growth. When you look at her now, you see a woman who seems fearless. But fearlessness isn't the absence of fear. Fearlessness is moving forward even when fear exists. And that's what Daisy did. She stepped into an industry filled with judgment and made it her runway. She took the opinions of others and turned them into motivation. She took the pressure and turned it into power. And now, she stands as a model who inspires thousands around the world. Her rise also shows something important about modern success. You don't always need traditional systems to win. In the past, models had to rely completely on agencies, magazines, and runway shows to be recognized. But Daisy's generation is different. Social media changed the game, and Daisy mastered the new era. She built her audience directly. She created her own spotlight. She became her own brand. And in doing so, she became an example of how powerful self-made success can be. That is why she is not just a model. She is a modern icon of independence. And her story connects with people because it feels real. It feels like proof that you can start from anywhere with any background and still build something meaningful if you stay consistent. Because the truth is this: Daisy Christina didn't become famous because of luck. She became famous because she worked for it. Behind the scenes, there were long days. There were exhausting shoots. There were moments of doubt. There were days when growth was slow. There were times when she had to push herself harder than anyone could see. But she didn't stop. And that's what separates dreamers from achievers. Dreamers imagine. Achievers act. Daisy acted. She stayed committed to her vision even when the results weren't immediate. She kept creating, kept improving, kept showing up. And slowly, her work turned into recognition. Her recognition turned into influence. And her influence turned into legacy. Today, Daisy Christina stands as a shining example of what happens when confidence meets determination. She has become one of the most admired Instagram fashion influencers, not just for her looks, but for her message. Her presence tells women everywhere, you can be bold, you can be soft, you can be glamorous, you can be powerful, you can be everything you want to be without shrinking yourself. And that message matters. Because the world doesn't need more people trying to copy each other. The world needs more people brave enough to be themselves. And that is exactly what Daisy Christina represents. Her life continues to evolve, and her journey is still unfolding. With every new post, every new collaboration, and every new appearance, she continues to expand her influence. But the most important part of her story is not what she has achieved. It's what she continues to inspire. Because inspiration is the true measure of influence. And Daisy has inspired countless people to love themselves, embrace their bodies, and step into their confidence without fear. Her story reminds us of something powerful. Beauty is not about fitting into a standard. Beauty is about owning your identity. Success is not about being accepted by everyone. Success is about believing in yourself enough to keep going even when no one understands your vision. And that is why Daisy Christina's name continues to rise. Because she is not just chasing fame. She is building purpose. And as long as she continues to walk with that confidence, her influence will keep growing. So the next time you see Daisy Christina on your screen, posing in a stunning outfit, glowing with confidence, standing like a queen, remember that what you're seeing is not just a model.